because people don't understand the process on how the money gets there or doesn't get there. You just hear that we're going to fix these roads, and you know, people like you, Michael, who are like, yeah, let's do something about the congestion or the potholes.
I just had to replace my suspension.
Yeah, no, it's true, but whether that happens or not, or who's responsible for how that money gets there or not, most people don't care about that. And the Heritage Action today, talking about this bill, their spokesman said, listen, no one really believes today's bill, which is chock full of gimmicks and revenue raisers, represents good policy, but the specter of a crisis, no matter how overstated, occasionally causes solid conservatives to cast votes based on factors other than the underlying policy. And that means politics.
This is also the foundation upon which so much government intrusion, particularly in the economy, is built. You always hear this from people, especially if you say that you're a libertarian. Well, you don't like roads? Everybody likes roads. So it is sort of, from a messaging perspective, a winner. But if I think people knew not just the cost, but we all know, if you started to dig into, you said hundreds of billions of dollars spent on this already over the past decade, the waste in this program, the amount of money that goes to union coffers, that actually goes to guys getting paid to not build roads, but to do whatever it is that they do when they're actually just on their off time, is absolutely astonishing. The waste of the program.
And the power, by the way, it affords the federal government by being the godfather of these kind of programs. We've talked about it on this show, that it actually comes with strings and attachments. It gives the federal government a say over how you govern yourself.
That's why Louisiana, the drinking age is 21. You know, all of a sudden,
why we have the
New Orleans is not as much fun because of our highway system.
It used to be 18, now it's 21.
And it should be.
I will say this is where it stops becoming a political winner for Democrats, which is when you pay for this by raising gas taxes. I mean, this is a user fee, right? So people have to pay, you know, this extra added tax onto it to pay for these roads that may or may not be getting fixed. I think that.
But not if it's continued done through this bailout mechanism. Not if it's completely divorced from its original funding mechanism. Then it becomes something you can say, well, we'll make the rich pay for it. Right?
See, but here's the thing: it's on the back end product. It is a political winner for every member of Congress because they get to write a press release that says, "I'm bringing X dollars to our district," and then cut a ribbon with all the local politicians and the mayors who are and of the communities who are going to benefit.
This is sort of like also when you spent hundreds of billions.